Hello, my name is Richard Bowdler. I'm a dairy farmer and I'm aged 27. I live at Belbury Hall Farm just outside Shrewsbury, and I farm with my brother and my parents. We have 4 dairy farms and we milk about 1,100 cows in total at the moment. It is important for farmers to be looked upon by the public as good public figures, and so it is ever more important today that farmers try and improve their public image. And I believe that public speaking and the way you come across to the general public is vitally important. I myself have been public speaking now for 15 years. I first started when I was 13, and I learnt my trade of speaking in front of people in an audience as a young farmer. And it's something which has carried me in good stead as I've gone on, as I've got older. I do feel the beauty of public speaking is the more you do, the easier it becomes. It is important that when you public speak, you come across with confidence, and you've got to try and be inspiring. And if you can try and captivate the audience and get them involved in what you're saying, then you are half the way there in delivering a public speech. If I can add humour into it, I always feel it makes me feel better, makes me feel more comfortable, and it also engages me better with the audience. Don't be scared to say something a bit outrageous. Some of the greatest public speakers we will hear, whether it be within farming, or in politics, or in the celebrity world, these are people who say things which stick in people's minds. Slightly outrageous, but nevertheless they are remembered. When delivering a public speech, also, technically you've got to be prepared. So if you're going to an audience or to a meeting, and you know who's going to be there, and you know the sort of audience you're going to be speaking to, do a bit of research, find out what they are looking for, what will they entertain them, what will they respond to, and that is vitally important. And make sure when you get to your speech, if you're using microphones, make sure you test your microphone before you start, because there's nothing worse than starting to speak and finding out you've got a microphone failure, because it just sets the tone and you'll start a bit nervous and a bit unease. Also, when you do a public speech, try and make it as natural as possible. Don't go there with reams of notes, reading out of pages of paper, because it will come across that you have not prepared your speech. It is vital that you engage with the audience. Use eye contact, move around the audience, speak to people personally. Don't just look at the ceiling, and don't just look at the notes you may have prepared. It is important you make eye-to-eye and personal contact. Also, it is important when public speaking that you don't sway about and move around when you're speaking, because it becomes distracting for the people watching you. So it is important that if you're going to move slowly and take the audience with you. Obviously, any public speaker, no matter who you are, will always become nervous. But don't let these nerves get the better of you. Use them to your advantage. Some of the best people, whether they're public speaking, playing sport, or milking cows, they will get nervous at times, but it's important to turn that nervousness into something positive. Get the adrenaline pumping, and with that adrenaline you can then find, in whatever you're doing, you will perform so much better.